fourth graders. Today we're going to be using a pretest to prepare for our actual assessment on place value tomorrow. Questions 1 through 4 have fill in the blanks for vocabulary. I have these 4 words that I could use to fill in the blanks: value, standard form, count on, expanded form. As I go through each question, the video will pause to give you a chance to answer. Then once you answer, it'll go to me explaining the answer and how I know. Number 1, 1,632 is the blank of a number. Standard form of a number. Remember, the standard form is the normal way you write a number, using digits in the place values. Number 2, 3,507. In 3,507, the blank of the digit 3 is 3,000. What word should go here? The value of the digit 3 is 3,000. That tells us how much is the 3 worth. That's its value. Well, it's in the thousands place, so the 3 has a value of 3,000. Problem 3. In the pattern below, blank by hundreds to get to the next number. What word should go in the blank? Count on. When I look at these numbers, I see a pattern: 4,286, 4,386, 4,486, 4,586. The pattern I'm seeing is that the hundreds place is going up, or counting on, by 1 each time. So to get to the next number, each time I'm doing plus 100, or I'm counting on by hundreds to get to the next number. And finally, 4. The blank of the number 6,459 is 6,000 plus 400 plus 50 plus 9. What word should go here? Expanded form. Because I remember that the expanded form of a number is when you stretch out that number to show how much each digit is worth in the place value. So 6 is 6,000, the 4 is 400, the 5 is 50, and the 9 is 9. Number 5, write 3,600 in standard form. What should I write? Well, standard form is the usual way, or the normal way, to write a number using digits. So I have to listen to what I say and write the digits that match. 3,600. I could do place value charts. I could do my rectangle and say ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. Let's see, I have 3,600. The rest would be zeros. So my number is 3,600 in standard form. Next, write the expanded form of each number. 5,018. How would I write that in expanded form? The 5 is in the thousands place, so that would be 5,000. Remember, you're adding the value of each digit. Plus, if there are 0 hundreds, I don't need to add that, so I can ignore. The 1 is in the tens place, so it represents 10. And the 8 is in the ones place, so I add 8 ones. There you have it. Next one. Write expanded form of 9,305. How do I do it? The 9 is in the thousands place, so I would say 9,000. plus the 3 is in the hundreds place, making it worth 300. There's no tens, so I don't have to add 0. I just ignore that. And the 5 is in the ones place, and 5 ones equals 5. There is my expanded form. Moving on. Complete the pattern. These numbers are changing in a consistent way each time. There's a pattern. So let's see, I have 6,252, 6,152, 6,052. What's changing? Hopefully you notice that the hundreds place is going down by 1 each time. So the rule, what's happening is we're taking away 100 each time. Our rule is minus 100. So what comes next? Well, that would be whatever 6,052 minus 100 is. Let's see. Two minus 0 is 2. 5 minus 0 is 5. I can't do 0 minus 1, so I'm going to borrow 1,000 and turn that 1,000 into 10 hundreds. 10 minus 1 is 9. 5 minus nothing is 5. The next number in my pattern is 5,952. All right. Number 9 says fill in the blanks. Read those directions, my friends. In 7,316, the value of the digit 7 is what? Remember, value is how much something is worth. How much is the digit 7 worth? It's in the thousands place, so it's worth 7,000. Number 10. In 1,438, the digit 3 is in the blank place. I need to find the digit 3 and see what place it's in. It's in the tens place. So I don't say that it's worth 30. It doesn't ask the value of the digit 3. It says the digit 3 is in the blank place. So I'm telling them what place value it's in. It's in the tens place. Number 11. In 5,819, the digit 8 stands for, well, I look back. The digit 8 is in the hundreds place. So I could say that the digit 8 stands for 800. Number 12. Compare the numbers. Write greater than or less than. 3,215 is greater than or less than 3,521. What is it? Greater than or less than? Well, first I will compare my numbers by lining them up based on place value. I'm going to compare them. They have the same number of thousands. Oh, but the bottom one has more hundreds. That means this one's greater and this one's least. It asks me to say, how does 3,215 compare to 3,521? Since 3,215 is the least number, I can say that 3,215 is less than 3,521. We're still comparing using greater or less than. Number 13 asks, 1,325 is blank, then 1,235. Once again, let's compare. 1,325 compared with 1,235. I compare the thousands. They're the same. I compare the hundreds. 3 hundreds is more than 2 hundreds. So this number is greater and this number is least. I'm starting with 1,325, which is the greater number. So I say 1,325 is greater than. 1,235. Order the numbers from least to greatest. Can you do that for me? Well, just like before, I am going to compare. I'm going to stack them on top of each other. I'll make my place value chart this time. I have the ones, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands, and the 10,000s. I'll put in my numbers. 5,148, 5,184, 9,321, and 1,584. All right, let's compare. I'll start in the thousands place since that's our biggest place value. Oh, I'm already noticing something cool. 9,000s is more than 5,000s and 1,000, so I already know that this number is my greatest number. I also notice that 1,000 is less than 5,000 and 9,000, so this number is my least number. Hey, I'm halfway there. Now I just have to look at these top two numbers and see how they compare. I look in the hundreds place. Both numbers have 100, so I can't compare. I look in the tens place. 8 tens is more than 4 tens, so this number is greater and this number is least. We'll say the second greatest and the second least, since there are 4 numbers. Now, to order from least to greatest, I have to put them in order. The least number is 1,584, is less than. The second least number is on top, 5,148. Less than. The second greatest number is 5,184. And the greatest number is 9,321. There we have it, least to greatest. All right. Complete the pattern and state the rule. 15. 3,156, 3,256, 3,356. What's the pattern and how are they changing? I noticed that they're changing in the hundreds place. They are going up by 100 each time. That means my rule, the thing that's happening over and over again, is adding 100. And if I were to continue on that pattern and add 100 again, I would get 3,456. 200s, 300s, 400s. Down here, 5,216, 4,216, 3,216. What's the rule and what's the next number in the pattern? I'm noticing that the thousands place is what's changing this time. And each time it is going down 1,000. I go from 5,000s to 4,000s to 3,000s. That means my next number would go down by 1,000 again. And I know that 1 less than 3,000 is 2,000. The other numbers stay the same. The next number in my pattern is 2,216, and my rule is minus 1,000, because if I'm going down 1,000, that's the same as minus 1,000. 2 more. All right, these ones are word problems. This one can be tricky. Let's be careful. It says solve, show your work. Show your work. Show your work. Mr. Richards has $8,142 in his bank account. Miss Burns has $6,219 in her bank account. Which of them has more money in their bank account? How much more? I'm going to have to do what? I'm going to have to compare these two numbers to see which person has more. How does 8,142 compare to 6,219? I start comparing in the biggest place value. 8,000s is more than 6,000s. So the person with $8,142 has more, and the person with $6,219 has less. So which of them has more money? Who had $8,142? Mr. Richards. Mr. Richards has more money. Can you figure out how much more? To figure out how much more, I have to find the difference between these two numbers. How much more is 8,142 compared to 6,219? To do that, I can use subtraction. I need to find the difference. So I need to say if I started with 8,142 and I took away 6,219 to find the difference, what would that difference be? 2 minus 9, can't do it, so I borrow. I take one of my 10s and turn it into 10 ones. What's 12 minus 9? 9, 10, 11, 12, 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 1 minus 2, can't do that. I'll take away one of my thousands and turn my 1,000 into 10 hundreds. So now I have 11 hundreds. 11 minus 2 is 9. 7 minus 6 is 1. What was the difference between those two? Or how much more money did Mr. Richards have? The difference was $1,923. So Mr. Richards has more money. He has $1,923 more. One more. Every month, Peter saves $20. In July, he had $1,500 saved. How much will he have in December? All right. Oh, this one's tricky. So every month, Peter saves $20. In July, he had $1,500 saved. How much will he have in December? See if you can solve that. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out these months. So in July, he has $1,500. And then each month up until December, he's adding or saving $20. So July, August, he adds $20 more. September, he adds $20 more. October, he adds $20 more. November, he adds $20 more. And finally, December, he has $20 more. So I'm starting with $1,500. And I'm adding $20 for each of these months to figure out how much he'll have in December. Can you figure it out? Well, I can do this one of two ways. I can start with 1,500 and add 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Or I can add up my 20s and then add that total to what I started with in July, which is $1,500. Either way works. I will add $20 at a time. $1,500 plus his $20 from August would leave him with, or would bring him to, $1,520. September's $20 would bring him to $1,540. October's $20 would take him to $1,560. November's $20 would take us to $1,580. And December's $20 would take us to 8 plus 2 is 10. 5 plus 1 is 6. December's $20 would take us to $1,600. Another quicker way you might have solved that, if you know how to count by 20s, you'd know to do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So what you're really doing is you're adding $100 to our starting $1,500, which would bring us to $1,600. Don't forget that label.